So today we're going to do a tyre rotation on the truck. What we're going to do is we're going to put the front tyres will go to the rear tyres will go onto as the spare, and the spare is going to go onto the front. So I'll just take you through the process today of how we do the wheel rotation and what you need to do to centre your tyres up on the rims, etc. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we've got to do is to get these spare tyres off the back, so we'll show you how to do that. We've got the isolator key for the rear winch, so I'll plug that in there. We've also got the winch cable, which we can plug in. Plugs into there. We undo the safety nut, trusty rattle gun. There. Then we can lower the wheel. Just give it a bit of a helping hand there. There we have it. Now we've got the tyres down, we'll take off these packs and we'll get these wheels off. Just take these wheels off, we'll get them in position around the front because these fellas are going to go onto the front. Let's get into it. Fine too is on the end of the nut, it's got an R or an L, that means a right or a left hand thread. Because on the passenger side of the truck they run a left hand thread, and the driver's side they run a right hand thread. Just something to keep in mind when you undo all them nuts, because if you're on the passenger side you'll be actually tightening them up, not undoing them. To accommodate for the offset, they do go in and out. So for instance, these tyres were, before they were on the rear first, then they went to the spare, so they were actually facing out before, so now we're going to have them facing in. So just to clean that surface up, we'll just run the buffer pad, make it all nice and smooth, so just to help reduce damage on the powder coating moving forward on there, and while keeping it clean, then yeah, and hopefully that'll last a few years to come. So that's why we give them a bit of a buff. Okay. So just remember, before we take these fellas off, remember we're on the passenger side of the truck, so they're going to be reversed. So it's going to be like we're tightening to undo them. So I've got these tapered nuts here, see, so what they do is they centre the alloy to the nut, to the studs on our hub here. So normally on the steel rims you have the tapers, you've already got a tapered nut, but because of the alloys it can damage them, so we have to have a nut that sits hard. So to centre them on the rims we have these tapered ones. So what we do is we go through and we put reverse thread, we put one on every second thread, we tighten them up, and then that enables it to centre the wheel on the hub. And then what we do is we go around and we tighten up every second nut on top of that. Then we take these fellas out. So just watch and see how we do it. Righto. So all we've got to do now is we'll go through, we'll get all the tyres done, I'll get the torque wrench out and we'll torque all these nuts up to the desired torque setting. I'll just have a look in the book just to confirm what they are before we do it, but I've got the torque wrench preset for these fellas anyway. Right, let's get on to the other ones. So there you go, now we've got the passenger side done. I usually like to do a side at a time so we don't mix the wheels up. I'll throw this fella back onto the carrier. They are quite heavy, so it's a good thing the carrier comes down, because I tell you what, I don't think I'd have the strength after doing a wheel change to get the fella back up there, that's for sure. Right, let's get onto the driver's side. So here we are on the driver's side, so the driver's side's back to normal. Right hand thread's indicated by the R on the nut, so just the old impact driver in reverse and off they go. Let's get Again, we'll just give it a quick hit with the old buffing pad to get the debris off it, and we'll clean up the hub there as well and we'll throw him on. Bend the right hand thread so it's tightened up as normal. When we do the tapered nuts up, I just like to nick them up as you just saw, just a little bit at a time rather than drive one all the way home, because we want to get that evenly centered on that hub. All right. Again, just giving the old rims a bit of a clean up, just so they sit nice and flat, and also try to prolong the life of the powder coating on these alloys. I dare say at some point we'll have to touch them up, but we'll just be able to locally give them a bit of a spray just where the nuts and that are continually setting, just for aesthetics looks. I'll give them a hit with the old it's supposed to be a scratchless scourer. I knocked off out of the dishcloth, so Ange will probably have to get another one of those. And hit it with the old little buffing pad there. I haven't got any polish with me today, so I've just got some detergent, but it seems to be doing the job. Just give the wheel a quick buff, and I'll give the hub a quick buff, and then we'll throw him on. Putting the tapered wedge nuts in it. Again, we're on the driver's side, so they're normal thread, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Again, you can see I just nicked them up a little bit all the way around without doing one full one at once, just to evenly get it evenly centered on the rim. Put our nuts on to lock it into place. And on the driver's side, again, back to normal thread, righty tighty, lefty loosey, so we'll tighten them up so you're right. Done. All done. One thing's for sure, glad I'm only lifting it up about a foot or so, that's for sure. They're a heavy tyre. There we go. Now they're rattled up. We'll, just through use of the winch, we'll lift the wheels up just like this. Done. Then we've got that locker nut that we put in the middle. Easy as that. Just make sure there's anti-seize on it so it doesn't lock up, this fella. All done. Right, let's go see how we tension up these wheel nuts. So just confirming with the ATW manual here, alloy wheels, 372 Newton meters. So I've got the torque wrench here. I've got it set to the, we've got it preset to the 372. So let's crack on with it and tension these fellas up. I've got the torque wrench on here. We've got it set to the recommended torque setting. So let's crack these fellas up. Once you hear that tick, you know you've reached the desired setting. Now once we've torqued the nuts up to the desired setting, we've got these little fellas that we put on the nuts. What they do is when we put them on the nuts, we have the arrows pointing to each other. What that does is that enables us to see if the nut's coming loose. So if the nut comes loose, you'll see it, they won't align up, as where they should always be aligned. So let's go about putting these fellas back on. There you go, so you can see now on the rim here, all the arrows line up. So if one of those nuts was to come a little bit loose, you'd see how it wouldn't be lining up with the other fella, so we'd know straight away. So just a bit of a quick recap. We've taken the spare tyre, put them on the front tyres onto the rear, and the rear tyres onto the onto the spare. And we've kept the left-hand side of the truck and the right-hand side of the truck together because they're reversible from the front to the back. They get rotated every which direction, so that's how we do it. So now we've completed it. We've got the wheel nuts done. We've gone back through and double checked them with the torque wrench. We've put our indicators on. We're now just got to get that pressure right. So on this particular occasion on the front, we're going to set the front to the 85 psi, and we're going to inflate or deflate, whatever it may be, the rear ones to the 95 psi. Anyway, let's get on with that. Righto, so now we've reinflated the tyres up to their desired pressure, being I think it was 85 in the front, 95 in the back, so I've still got a little bit of towing to do this week. Double checked all the wheel nuts, make sure they all line up, we're all good to go. So it's as simple as that to do a wheel alignment. Any questions or anything anyone would like to know, just shoot me a comment or send us a message and we're all good. Anyway, until next time guys, hope you got something out of today. It's Jonno Ange, JNA Downunder. Thank you.